I grew up on a dairy farm in the Waikato and worked as a mechanic for 18 years. Then I went on to train as a pastor, which I've been doing now for 17 plus years. Throughout my life, I've enjoyed the outdoors, been very active, running, tramping, swimming, skiing, biking, you name it, I've done it. Then life took a huge turn for me back in 2010 when I fell off my mountain bike and sustained a serious spinal cord injury. The prognosis wasn't great initially, but I survived, and I'm certain that God had a hand in it. I've been living with tetraplegia now for 4.5 years. Every day has its challenges, from getting up in the morning, showering, eating, exercising, to operating my wheelchair and my computer with voice recognition software. But I have a wonderful team of people who care for me, and they act as my hands and feet with many of these daily tasks. Our home's been altered and my office at work, which allows easy access for me, and I've got the technology to come and go as I please. I'm dependent on others, but I value my solitude, so I'll get outside and out in the open air as often as I can, especially during the summer. I can access the local forest park and some of the tracks in the bush. Occasionally I get stuck, but who wouldn't help a bloke in a wheelchair? I was going down the street one day and dropped my wheel off the side of the curb and fell over onto the road. Within seconds, a vehicle pulled up behind me and 3 big guys got out and picked me up and got me going again. Fortunately, I didn't damage my wheelchair or myself, perhaps other than my pride. I go sailing in the summertime, Sunday afternoons. I'm really blessed that there are Kiwis who have a heart to volunteer and provide recreational activities for people with disabilities. First time I went out was with a girl who was blind. So she operated the tiller and pulled the ropes on the sails, and I simply watched the wind shifts and off we went. I love serving the people of our community, but if I'm honest, it's been a real struggle adapting to my new life as a pastor on wheels. I feel a bit like RoboCop, half machine and half man. It's both a physical and a mental challenge. Yet I find there are plenty of reasons to get up in the morning. I've got a wonderful family and friends who stand by me. And I find strength in the knowledge that Jesus Christ suffered and struggled through life as I do, wrestling with grief, with frustration and suffering. I can relate to the story of Job, who suffered a great deal of losses in his life. He said, "My flesh may be destroyed, yet from this body I will see God." So God didn't take away his struggles, but gave him the ability to look beyond them. And that's why my faith keeps me going. And I guess God's given me the ability to encourage others on their journey. Henry Nguyen said that hiding wounds gives a pretense that life is perfect, which it's not, certainly in my case. But I agree with him that learning from those wounds gives us the knowledge to help others. Someone once said that everything this world has to offer has an end in itself. Jesus gives me a hope and a future beyond my brokenness. Who wouldn't want that?